Welcome to today's reading. Today's reading is for Scorpio. This month's Scorpio reading for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. There is a full moon in your first house. This happens once a year. So even if you aren't a Sun, Moon or Rising Scorpio, if you've clicked on this message, there's obviously something here for you. So listen in. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, leave a message, let me know where you're listening from and see what Spirit brings through in the messages today. All right, God, Spirit, Universe, please provide love and protection for our Scorpios during this reading, forever and always. Pass on some guidance and what we can, whoa. I'm going to take them. Bottom of the deck, North Node. So there's something, there is something karmic about the moon. North Node is an angle, mathematical angle of the moon. So there's something to do with the moon. It's going to be strong. New beginnings. Yeah, self-identity, new beginnings. Pisces, the dreamer. Neptune, again, North Node. I knew it was there. It was at the bottom of the deck. There again. And 6th house, work and routine. So new beginnings. New beginnings in everything. Yourself, your home, your vessel. No, the home is the vessel also. We forget that. We think that our home is the roof over our head. And we forget to think that our body, our vessel in this world, is our home. It's like a snail shell. We have to care for it. So there's some importance there. Uranus energy, new beginnings. Yeah, 10th house career. So this could be connected to career and success. So new beginnings in a job, work, routine. Yeah, work routine, double work routine. So something big is changing. Multiple, that's multiple avenues there. Work, routine, job, career, public image. North Node. Fusion of energy. Yeah, the Pisces North Node, the current energy of the Pisces North Node is fusing this energy together. It's a water sign. There's something to do with the grand water trine here. If you don't know where Scorpio sits in your natal chart, make sure to click the link in the description box and download, well, not download, but yeah, go to the link where you can get your free natal chart. So we all have an 8th house which is ruled by Scorpio in our natal chart. So make sure you go and check that out. Yeah, there's something about speech, work routine. So using your words really wisely at this stage. With Taurus energy, definitely taking your time with the words that you speak. Think about what you're going to say. There's obviously some form of communication or conversation that's going to be had that needs attention to detail. Yeah, Virgo, something practical that needs that needs attention to detail. Yeah, really a real finesse energy. Yeah, Neptune. Dreamy energy. So there's something that you've been thinking about for a long time with the energy currently when I am recording this video. Neptune is in Neptune's a water sign. However, it's in Aries, which is the first house, which is the self. So how you dream of seeing yourself, you could be changing your appearance to a more dreamlike appearance. Yeah, Aries. There you go. Neptune in Aries. Yeah. All right. Now that we've got the current energy and what the reading's about, let's move forward a little bit more into where we're going with this energy. What have we got? New moon in Virgo. So a time to give rather than take. I said this already in one of the other readings this week, actually. A time to give rather than take. You know, we can misunderstand that analogy sometimes, where we think we're giving to other people when we forget, again, our own vessel, you know, our own self. You know, giving to yourself rather than others is probably something that is more overlooked, more commonly overlooked than what it should be. So yeah, giving to yourself at this time. You know, not taking from others, but others taking from you. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Absolutely. So this north node and south node, so this new moon in Virgo and this full moon in Pisces, there's something to do with the north node energies here. You could be a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising. However, you could have your north and south node in Virgo and Pisces. So definitely relevant for, that's not relevant for everyone, but it's definitely relevant for someone. That is just too perfectly aligned for that not to mean something quite important. Yeah, definitely checking it out, depending on what house they're in. Go check it out. Yeah, full moon in Taurus. So we're currently in the sun energy of Taurus at the moment. Your dreams need a practical plan. Again, Neptune, dreams. Neptune, dreams. And a time for healing. Yeah, I'd say you've been doing a lot of inner healing. You've definitely, with Mars being in Cancer over the last, 6-7 months, you've been doing a lot of healing. All right, let's get some more energy. Yeah, you've been doing your shadow work. There's definitely something about the 9th house. So I'd say you've been doing some shadow work on some higher teachings, wanting to identify and understand higher wisdoms and what that means. Keep being pushed to look into something that you may lack knowledge on. You could have been ignorant in a chapter or an area of your life that you're willing to consider opening up the possibilities of that higher education. Yeah, said it, Mars energy. So the traditional ruler of Scorpio is Mars. So some direct action. Yeah, you're taking this quite seriously. You're taking some direct action. You've been avoiding a lot of people. However, it is time to be joyful and more creative, since you've been going inside yourself. Yeah, it's time for travel. I was going to mention that when I saw the 9th house. You could be traveling at this time. Yeah, go take some time off and spend some time traveling. Absolutely, that's definitely relevant. Get creative with your travels. Have some fun. Yeah, I keep getting releasing pain, but no pain, no gain. Something about kids. Not for everyone. If you have kids or in that age group of kids, there is something involving kids. Maybe your kids could be traveling. It's fifth house and kids there. This house and kids. Something about a male. You could be avoiding a male child. A male child could be avoiding you because you're away. You're traveling. Or they assume you've been ignoring them because you've been going into your shadow self to re-educate yourself, vice versa, the child or yourself. Yeah, you're definitely looking at new ways to have faith. Fate. Yeah, something. This full moon is completing something that's going to change your fate. Yeah, you're leaving something in the past. You're leaving something behind that's been weighing you down. No longer serves you. You could potentially be looking at new ways to meditate, frequency sound healing. Yeah, going inwards and meditating. Something about community. You could be going to free classes in the community to meditate, or looking at classes in the community, yoga, meditation. You could, there could be some form of community organization that you're going to get support from going into your shadow side. You could have been really angry about something. Our shadow side brings up a lot of anger, but it's good because it's suppressed anger. It needs to come out, but you need to be around supportive people that get that. Yeah, your anger and your shadow side has, it's controlled you enough. You have been under a spell, and that spell is beginning to break. You are no longer in control of that. You feel like you're losing control, but in fact it's a mirror image of you actually losing control because you're not in control of something that doesn't serve you anymore. So your life's starting to change and you feel that. Yeah, this is karma. Good karma, bad karma. It's going to be different for everyone. We have days where, we think something bad is happening to us because we've done something wrong, but in fact, long term, when we look back, it's for our own higher good. Yeah, second house, something to do with Taurus. Check your second house. Check what zodiac sign you have in your second house. Taurus rules finances, self-worth, finances, resources, self-worth. You're starting to see yourself in a different light that you either haven't seen yourself in before or haven't seen yourself in for many, many, many years. These thoughts and emotions that have been coming up possibly could have been making you restless. You're an old soul. You're definitely an old soul. Starseed, old soul, whatever you choose to call it. Sixth house, again, work and routine. There's something changing about your work and routine. Your health as well. Work routine and health. Definitely health is a high priority at the moment. Yeah, be kind to yourself. Be kinder to yourself. Cousins. I feel like you could be being separated from, oh, my voice is going, wow. Being separated from the energy of people from your past that no longer serve your higher good. Yeah, your roots, your ancestral roots. All right, one more or two more. Something's being exposed. Yeah, drugs and alcohol. This could be you. This could be someone you know. You're changing something about your past that is connected to past addictions. You're willing to talk about it a little bit more deeper, going into the shadow side. Yeah, all there. All right, Scorpio. Wow. Let's get some angels coming in. Readjustments, the big break. Angels, please connect with the frequency of numerology and numbers, sequencing, and tap into the energy to guide our Scorpios through where we are going from here. What does the future hold? What does the future hold? What does the future hold? Yeah, I split the deck on that, and there it is again. It obviously needed to come out. The big break, innovation, focus, creation, progress. You're making progress. You're having new goals. You're learning new skills. You're forward movement. You're moving forward. You're moving forward. You're asking for the help. And you're being genuine and sincere and passionate about it. Even if you're asking for help, at the end of the day, you know, you can only help yourself. You're not taking anyone to the grave with you. You got to help yourself for your own soul, not for someone else's soul. Fuck that. They're not there for that. 1144. Higher vibes. Divine intervention. Yeah. Something's happening on a higher, you know, you think you're in control, but this is happening on just a higher timeline. There is higher calling, big adventures, fated events. Yeah, something's fated here. Sometimes we think random things are just happening in our life, but yeah, they are truly fated. Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner, and it will be something much better than your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity and exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. You're going to meet someone that sees you for you, whether that be a friend, a family member, a partner, a loved one, a workmate. You start changing your frequency in the way you see yourself and the way you accept yourself. And people who are open-minded to accepting who they truly are and what makes them them and what makes you you, you're going to start vibrating on that energy and on that level with genuine people who aren't afraid about their past. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got a few here. The void. Yeah, you're definitely in that transition. That's why travel is going to be really, traveling's really good when we're in a void. It clears our mind, the open road, the fresh air, longing, ambition, forward thinking, stress and depression. Yeah, go outside, travel. 8888, personal power. Absolutely. Power is Scorpio's, word. I don't know how else to say it. Powerful, power, that's Pluto. And at this time, when I'm recording this, Pluto is just about to go retrograde. However, not a biggie. Pluto goes retrograde like for 6 months of the year. So it doesn't change too much, but we really reflect on how powerful we really are. We gain our power back. We re-energize our power. We refocus and re-collaborate and reconnect to our power. Swift action, 0808, wealth, empathy, promises, commitment, affection, inner strength, and auspicious outcomes. You keep doing, don't keep taking, if you keep taking the easy road, you're not going to get these outcomes. You get rewarded when you pass karmic lessons. All right, so the numbers that are coming through here, 15, 11, 44, 55, 66, 34, 20, 13, 46, 30, 68, 86, 51, 56, 66. I said 66. 24, 28. All right, I think I'm repeating myself now. All right, one more final message from Spirit to close out today's reading. This is a very deep reading, Scorpio. I enjoyed that. I hope you did. If you've made it this far into the video, make sure to like, share, subscribe, check out socials, leave a comment, let me know where you're listening from. And what message is Spirit guiding our Scorpios today? Be clear about where you are putting your focus right now. Focus on your desired outcomes. You have everything within to create the life of your dreams. Stop doubting yourself for once. This is your time. You've got this. And guys, that is the end of today's Scorpio reading. What a beautiful message. I really think it's just saying everything you know. It's confirming your thoughts and what you are already aware of. Yeah. All right, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for being here in today's reading. I've really enjoyed this one. And I will see you on the next reading. Bye.